Tune into On the Pitch with Tijuana. Sorry, 1 second. Tune into On the... What was I saying?
We'll do it live!
With Tijuana, oh my God. I give up. Raf, Soccer Goat, Picks. Okay, time to focus. Because here he is, the GOAT of soccer picks, Tijuana Raf.
Love that song. Love that intro, guys. Welcome back to another episode of On the Pitch with TJ Picks. We're here. We're live, uncut, uncensored, bringing it to you guys. This is how we do it. We had a wonderful podcast last week, guys. We had an actual podcast viewer write down every lean that I sent out. He sent them to my guys in the VIP Telegram. I mean, he's a VIP member, so he went the extra mile, wrote down every play that I gave on the podcast, guys. And a lot of guys do it, guys, because it comes in handy. We're talking about podcast plays. These are our leans. These are the picks that I give out. And basically on Friday, we went 9-3 podcast leans, Saturday 17-10. And then Sunday, 17-9. So if you put all those together, guys, that's a great record for the podcast plays. So if you were to bet every single play for a unit, you would be up multiple units on the weekend just by following the podcast plays. And on top of that, I gave out daily free parlay, guys, in the podcast last week. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again with you guys that are watching. I gave away a winner on Friday night, a parlay that hit. Saturday, we had a parlay that hit. Sunday, a parlay that hit, guys. The top three parlays that I gave out for my top plays all hit this past weekend. VIP, guys, current record. We're on an 8-2 VIP soccer run. That's the last 10 VIP soccer plays. I've hit 8 of them. The month of February, 56-18 VIP soccer plays. That's a 76% hit rate. January saw us go 76-21 VIP plays, 78% hit rate. We're talking a 2025 VIP record of over 75% plus, guys. Nobody in the business is hitting those numbers with any sport. I don't care who they think they are, but nobody's hitting those numbers. A lot of people are doing basketball, college basketball, NBA, NHL hockey. They're doing all those sports. They were doing NFL. Nobody was hitting at the rate that I was hitting soccer, that I'm currently hitting soccer. On top of that, we do college basketball plays too. I'm 16-3 the last 19 college basketball plays, guys. Just to give you an idea of a bigger sample record, the last 254 VIP soccer plays, I have gone 197-57. 197 wins, 57 losses, guys. That's a 78% hit rate in my VIP soccer, guys. If you're not in the VIP, you got to get on board, guys. I'm doing a really good special right now. I think I was doing $50 for the rest of February. We only have a little bit of time left, but that's a great value if you want to get in for the rest of the month and you want to see what the action is like. I don't just give you guys VIP plays and teach you how to pick your bets, how to be patient. I got a VIP chat, a VIP Telegram chat, guys, where we're hanging out in there 24/7. We're talking, we're shooting the shit, we're sending plays, we're talking 24/7, guys. There's guys in there sharing plays that are hitting on a regular basis, guys. It's open right there. Anything goes. You could send plays, share plays. We talk shit in there. We have fun. It's like a family. So there's 100+ guys in there right now. So get on board and see what the fun is all about. The VIP guys, most of my guys that are in there, I get 100+ almost every month. And majority of guys that have been there have been with me long term. Most of them have been with me for years. There's guys that have started, at the beginning of last year, 2024. They've stuck in there. They come back. Everybody always comes back. And I've got guys in there been with me 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. I'm going on year 10 of this, hustling, sending picks, keeping it affordable, guys. Man of the people, no high charges here, no smokes and mirrors. I'm not going to promise you the world like a lot of these cappers do, guys. We are going to have losing days. Losing days happen. We're not going to win every pick, but we do win the majority of our picks. We take days off, guys. We took a day off today. No VIP plays today. Juan Wick is one of the guys that's in the VIP Telegram, guys. He is legit. He sends plays in there, and we tell him. So get on board, join us. Let's rock and roll. We got a big weekend. MLS is back. MLS soccer, Major League Soccer from United States, one of our favorite leagues. USL, United States Soccer League, guys, which is like a minor division of the MLS, is also back in March. You're going to want to get in. Somebody asked me the other day, hey, when does soccer end? You know, NFL just ended. When does soccer end? Soccer never ends, guys. Soccer is all year long, 365 days a year. It never ends. So that's the thing about soccer, guys. If you lock into just betting soccer, you can do very well when it comes to sports gambling. Knock out some of the sports like NBA. You should never bet NBA. I've done it all. I used to give NBA plays a long time ago, but I've realized that the consistency is not there. It's very shady. It's up and down. There's only very few people that can hit NBA consistently. And a lot of you guys have seen when the NBA hits you, it's not fun, guys. A lot of shady shit happens in that. So stick to soccer. It's all year long. Like the Mexican Soccer League, they have 2 seasons, so that's pretty much all year long. We have the top European leagues that go the majority of the year, tons of games there. We have Australian soccer, we have Mexican soccer, we have the United States soccer, guys. It never ends. There's big tournaments coming up in the summer. There's World Cup coming up in another year, guys. Get on board right now. Without all that being said, guys, feel free to shoot any questions in the chat. My producer here, he'll post them on there. We're going to rock and roll. We got Friday soccer action popping off tomorrow, late night tonight. We'll start with the Australian Soccer League. Now, the Australian Soccer League is one of my favorite leagues, but it has been hit or miss recently. The first game that's popping off for Friday, which is going to be late night tonight, we have Newcastle Jets versus Brisbane Roar. Newcastle Jets versus the Brisbane Roar. Australian Soccer League, A-League, round 20. We have Newcastle Jets, who are in 11th place. There's only 13 teams in this league. They're playing the last place team, 13th place, Brisbane Roar. Newcastle Jets are at home. After 16 games, they have 23 goals scored, 26 conceded. Brisbane Roar, after 15 games, 17 goals scored, 32 conceded. These last 2 games for these 2 teams, Newcastle Jets did beat Adelaide 2-1. Newcastle, prior to that, won 3-0 versus a stronger Melbourne Victory team. So Newcastle Jets are playing very well right now. They have scored at least 2 goals or more in their last 4 games. Brisbane Roar coming off a 1-1 draw versus Wellington Phoenix. Wellington Phoenix is very good defensively. Brisbane was able to score a goal on them as the visitors. Brisbane Roar, prior to that, though, did lose 0-1 to the Wanderers. And before that, had a big game versus Sydney, where they beat them, even though they were plus 599 dogs. So we're talking about 2 teams that are at the bottom, 2 teams that are not doing too well in the standings, but have put up some goals recently and have scored against teams they shouldn't be scoring against and actually have been beating them. And they're going against each other, guys. So the last time these 2 teams faced off against each other, it was a 1-0 game. And it was a victory for the Newcastle Jets. The Newcastle Jets are at home. They are playing a little bit better. I do lean Newcastle Jets to get the win here as a lean, but I also do see a possible boat to score. and a possible over game just because of the fact that these teams are scoring multiple goals. They're scoring against teams that are better than them. Now they're facing off equal competition. So I do like Newcastle Jets to get the win here, both to score over goals in this game. I'm not sure if it's going to be an official VIP play. I may hold off on that, but those are some leans, guys, that I like for that game. Next game for Friday night in the Australian Soccer League is Auckland, the expansion team, taking on Wellington Phoenix. Auckland is a minus 204 favorite, so this could be a nice parlay piece. Auckland is in first place, 26 goals scored, 12 conceded. They're conceding less than 1 goal a game, 1 or less goals a game. Wellington Phoenix, 16 goals scored, 19 goals conceded, in 10th place. So they're basically scoring a goal, giving up a goal in their matches. So neither one of these two teams has been giving up a lot of goals. Auckland coming off a 2-0 win versus Western as an away team. Wellington Phoenix did lose 1-0 to Melbourne Victory. The last 3 games, actually 4 out of the last 5 games for Wellington Phoenix have gone under 2.5 goals. Auckland, let's see. They're pretty split. They have 2 out of the last 3 games going under 2.5. Other than that, 1, 2, 3. They actually have had 3 go over 2.5 out of the last 5. I'm not really going to touch the goal market with this game just because of their strong defenses. I'm going to just go with the simple lean of Auckland money line. Maybe grab it live if there's no early goals. Right now it's set at minus 200, but give me Auckland money line. The next game, Australian Soccer League for Friday night, is Central Coast Mariners versus Western Sydney Wanderers. The current standings for these two teams is 8th and 9th place. Western City Wanderers, 8th place after 17 games, 35 goals scored, 31 conceded. Mariners, Central Coast Mariners, after 17 games, 20 goals scored, 27 conceded. Last time the Mariners played, they lost 2-0. This was a Champions League elite game versus another competition from another league. Their last A-League game, they tied 1-1 versus Perth Glory. They've had 3 draws in a row, 1-1, 2-2, 2-2, their last 3 games in the A-League. Wanderers, 2-1, MacArthur, and a 3-3. So they have seen games go over 2.5 their last 2 matches. We've seen draws with the Central Coast Mariners. So we got to go with the boat to score here. Central Coast Mariners, Western City Wanderers, and I do like the goal market here, guys. Over 2.5, 3 goals in Central Coast Mariners, Western City Wanderers. That'll do it for Friday night Australian A Soccer League. You never know. I like to do corner kicks in these type of games, but that might be a VIP play, might be my free telegram. So keep an eye out for that. Let's jump. That's the Australian A League for Friday. That takes us to Friday soccer action. We're headed to Europe. First league is in France, the Farmers League, guys. The league that PSG dominates every year because there's not really any other competition. That's why I say it's the farmer leagues, where the farmers have their jobs at the farm, but they also play soccer. So first game for France Friday. Actually, there's only one game. Rennes versus Reims. Rennes minus 122 favorite is at home. Current standings, Rennes 13th place, Reims 14th place. Rennes 29 scored, 32 conceded. Reims 26 scored, 34 conceded. They're scoring about the same amount of goals and giving up the same amount of goals. They're both towards the bottom. They can't really afford any more losses or else they'll get closer to the relegation zone. They're safe right now. The last few games for Rennes, they didn't score versus Lille. It was 0-2. Lille won. Prior to that, they did beat Saint Etienne 2-0. Rennes 1-0. So the last 3 games have seen the score go under 2.5. Reims also didn't score in their last game. 0-1 to Angers, 0-4. Reims has not scored in the last 3 games, guys. They have not scored in the last 3 games. This is a tough one. I can't go with goals here. This is a toss-up, man. Just because of the fact that Rennes is at home, I'm gonna have to give Rennes the money line lean here. Rennes, League France, -122 money line for that one. Serie A, Italy. We got one game on Friday. Lecce versus Udinese. Lecce +201, Udinese +161. Current standings, Udinese 10th place. Lecce 15th place. Have only scored 18 goals in 25 matches. Udinese, as the away team, is 32 goals scored, 37 conceded. Lecce, last two Lecce games have gone 0-0, 0-0. Udinese, 3-0 victory, 1-1 versus Napoli, 3-2 win over Valencia. They're playing teams like Roma tough. They did lose to Roma 2-1. Udinese did tie Napoli away. So, this is a tricky one. Udinese, Lecce, the slight edge to Udinese money line. But I think we're actually going to see a both to score here, guys. Both to score, even though these guys have both been involved in low scoring games. I think they turn it around. They find the net here. And we see Lecce and Udinese both to score. Lecce, Udinese, both to score. This one might be like a low over 2 game. So some of you might want to grab this game over 1.5 if you can, as it goes on live, because I think there's going to be a couple goals in this one from two teams that have not been scoring goals or giving up goals. So keep that in eye when it comes to the Serie A Italian league, things like that. There's always low lines on the score mark. So take advantage of that. Friday takes us to La Liga, Spain. Celta Vigo versus Osasuna. Osasuna is in 9th place, 29 goals scored, 33 conceded. Celta Vigo, 35 goals scored, 38 conceded, guys. I got to go with goals here. Spain is one of those leagues that you got to be careful when you go goals because very defensive, very tactical. If one team goes up by a goal, they don't like to push like a lot of the other leagues. They like to sit back sometimes. But these two teams have been scoring, have been conceding. Last game for Celta Vigo was 1-1. Prior to that, 3-2, 2-1, 1-1. We've seen them both to score in the last 5 Celta Vigo games that I've seen here. Osasuna, last 2 games, 1-1, 1-1. So the best play here, I like both to score, Celta Vigo, Osasuna. And I do like taking a stab at the over goals, probably over 2, over 2.5 plus money might be. If you get over 2 and you bet a little bit high, you could be safe thinking, hey, if they only get 2 goals, I get my money back. So Celta Vigo, Osasuna, both to score over goals. Premier League, we do have one game in the Premier League, bipolar league. You never know what's going to happen there. Leicester versus Brentford. Brentford -106 as the visitor. Those are the lines. I haven't given you the pick for that one yet. Current standings for these two teams, Leicester, 19th place. They're in the relegation zone. They're 1 away from last place. They only have 17 points. So they definitely could, with the win here, jump out of the relegation zone. Brentford is in 11th place. Brentford, 43 goals scored, 42 conceded. Leicester, 25 goals scored, 55 conceded. One of the worst defenses there, guys. Brentford should win this game. Leicester coming off a 0-2 loss to Arsenal. They only gave up 2 goals to Arsenal. That's saying something. Brentford barely beat Western Ham 1-0. Brentford 0-2. Brentford's only scored 1 goal in the last 3 games. So it's hard to think that Leicester or Brentford could put up goals, guys. But I think they are going to get some goals here. Brentford has a slight favorite at -106. So I give them the edge to get the win just because Leicester is terrible. They're not doing well. They did only concede 2 goals to who was it? Arsenal. So You know what? I'm going to take a stab here. I'm going to say there's going to be goals here this time, guys. From two teams where we don't expect goals, the line may be a little bit low. Give me over 2.5 goals here in Brentford versus Leicester. Give me Brentford, the lean on the win. Bundesliga, guys. Bundesliga. Germany, our favorite league. Friday, though, last Friday, there's only one Bundesliga on Friday. It didn't go over. It was kind of boring. So keep that in mind when it comes to Bundesliga games. Friday, you just never know with the matchup. Let's see, who was it last week on Friday? Oh, it was Augsburg versus Leipzig. I told people to stay away from that game. 0-0 was that score. This Friday, we see Freiburg versus Werder Bremen. Current standings, Freiburg is in 5th place, 29 goals scored, 36 conceded. Werder Bremen, 35 goals scored, 42 conceded. Freiburg, though, their last 3 games for Freiburg have been 1-0 victories for Freiburg. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Freiburg, last 3 games have gone under 2.5. Werder Bremen, though, last game lost 1-3 to Hoffenheim. Prior to that, lost 0-3 to Bayern Munich. Werder Bremen did beat Mainz 1-0. Last time these two teams faced off each other, Freiburg won 1-0. This is a tricky game, guys. Tricky game for Friday. The line is correct, though. Freiburg should be the favorite. They're plus 101. Werder Bremen. You know what, guys? I do think we're going to get a boat to score here. I do give Freiburg the edge for the win, but Freiburg has given up 36 goals. Werder Bremen has scored 35. Both of these teams have been low scoring the last few games, but I think we're going to see some goals here, and I do think Freiburg should get the win. Both to score. Give me Freiburg for the edge. Final league for Friday, Mexican Soccer League, Club Necaxa at home versus Mazatlan. Current standings, Necaxa 4th place, Mazatlan 12th place. Mazatlan in 7 games have scored 7, given up 8. Necaxa in 8 games, 18 goals scored, 12 conceded. Necaxa coming off a big win over Atlas. Mazatlan 1-1 versus Santos, 0-1 versus Pumas. Last time these two teams faced off with each other, it was a 0-0 draw, guys. Give me Necaxa money line, guys. Necaxa minus 137 money line at home to take down Mazatlan, guys. I do like Necaxa team total over 1.5 as well. They're playing very well. They got some strikers. They're at home. I see them winning convincingly against Mazatlan this Friday night. Next game is Puebla versus Club Tijuana. Puebla and Tijuana 15th, 16th place. Puebla 8 goals scored, 10 conceded. Tijuana 9 goals scored, 17 conceded. Puebla coming off a 3-2 loss to Atlas. Prior to that, they lost 2-1 to Club America. They did score a goal against Club America. Puebla has scored in the last 3 games. They've scored in 4 out of the last 5. Club Tijuana 1-2 versus Juarez, guys. Give me both to score. Club Tijuana, Puebla. Give me over goals. Let's see, guys, if we have a parlay for Friday. Friday is slim pickings, but let's put one together for Friday. All right. Like I said, guys, this one's a little tricky, but we're going to go. They are slim pickings for Friday. And there aren't too many heavy favorites either when we're talking about the big leagues that are going on. So this one is a little tricky, but I am going to go with, hang in there with me. We're going to go with Celta Vigo Osasuna over 1.5, just because I know the over 1.5, these are usually juicy parlays that I put together for the people, but combining them gives you a better odd bet. Osasuna, Celta Vigo from Spain over 1.5, and give me the over 2.5 in Necaxa, actually in Puebla versus Tijuana. Puebla versus Tijuana over 2.5, and the over 1.5 in Celta Vigo versus Osasuna. And you know what, guys? You might be able to do Puebla, Club Tijuana over 1.5, and Celta Vigo and Osasuna over 1.5 as well. Got to look at the odds, but that might be an option as well, just to make the bet a little bit safer. So look at over 1.5 Puebla versus Tijuana and over 1.5 Celta Vigo Osasuna. If that line is too juicy, do the over 2.5 Puebla Club Tijuana. But I think that Puebla Club Tijuana over 2.5 might be plus money. That's why I'm saying do the over 1.5. That's going to do it for Friday soccer action. Let's take a look at Saturday, guys. Saturday. We have MLS back, guys. MLS is back. I'm not going to go into these plays too much just because it's the first weekend. I will highlight some of the matchups, though, to kick off Saturday's action. MLS is one of our favorite soccer leagues. So as you follow the podcast and after we watch how the first weekend unravels, you're going to get picks to Major League Soccer, guys. This is the league where Messi's in. We have the LAFC. We have the Galaxy, who is the returning champions. Inter Miami's where Messi plays, guys. So a lot of action going on there. But some of the games that I'm highlighting, I mean, we have LAFC at home versus Minnesota, Orlando City at home versus Philadelphia Union. These are all the games. DC United versus Toronto, Columbus Crew, Chicago Fire, Columbus Crew. There should be goals in that one, but the lineups are new. There's new coaches, a lot of movement coming around. Inter Miami, New York FC, Inter Miami games. Inter Miami games are very high scoring and they do concede a lot. St. Louis, Colorado, there should be goals in that game. Nashville, New England Revolution, Houston Dynamo versus Dallas, Austin versus Sporting KC, St. Louis. I do like goals in their games, guys. So these are just some of the things that we saw last year. LAFC, Minnesota should have some fireworks, should have some goals. A lot of both to scores in this Major League Soccer games. Seattle Sanders, their games are usually tighter. San Jose, Real Salt Lake, guys. That's one game I'm looking at. Real Salt Lake, Chicho Arango, who was at LAFC, went to Real Salt Lake, is now with the San Jose Earthquakes. San Jose Earthquakes, bottom of the barrel team last year, gave up a ton of goals, but now they have Chicho Arango. They picked up another star player, guys. Their defense is still kind of weak, so I do like the goals in San Jose Earthquakes versus Real Salt Lake, guys. People that are watching the podcast, I appreciate your support. This might be a VIP play for Saturday. So just, throwing that out there. MLS is back. It's exciting. I'm not going to pick any games here. Just wanted to tell you a little bit about the competition, some angles on teams that score a lot of goals. So I'm excited for MLS. I will be watching it, and we might have some VIP plays. So jump on board, guys. Jump on board. Let's see. I do like what the producer put together there on putting together possible over 1.5 Necaxa game as well into that parlay, guys. So however you want to do it, let's get some cash. Let's take a look at the odds here. I don't know why they're not popping up. This does this sometimes. We already talked about the MLS coming back on Saturday. Oh, there we go. So no heavy favorites in the MLS just because of the fact that it's the first weekend soccer action. We're going to have a lot of both scores. But let's go to Ligue France for Saturday. We have Club Lille and Monaco. Club Lille and Monaco. Lily is scoring. Monica's scoring and conceding. Last time they faced off against each other was 0-0. Give me both to score in Lily versus Monaco, League France for Saturday. Saint Etienne versus Angers, guys, plus 139, plus a 198. Give me both to score Saint Etienne versus Angers. Auxerre versus Marseille on Saturday. Marseille all the way to the top, second place. Auxerre 12th place. Auxerre coming off a 2-2 draw versus Brest, 2-2 draw versus they're scoring goals. Marseille scoring goals, guys. We're going to get goals in this game, guys. Auxerre versus Marseille. Give me over goals in Auxerre versus Marseille. Serie A for Saturday. Parma versus Bologna. Parma versus Bologna. Last time these guys played, Bologna's doing a little bit better. They were 0-0 last time they played. Give me Bologna money line. Bologna money line. Venezia versus Lazio. Give me Lazio money line, minus 152. Torino, AC Milan. AC Milan, guys. Oh, I can't believe it. AC Milan just got Santi Jimenez. He's been playing well. They have Tommy Abraham. They have Pulisic. They have Leao. Guys, we're talking about they took the top striker from Feyenoord, bottom, the Mexican Jimenez, Argentina, Mexican Jimenez, Santi Jimenez. And guess what? Feyenoord, who gave away their top player, advances over AC Milan in the Champions League, guys. Nobody saw that one coming. AC Milan is bipolar right now, hit or miss. You never know what they're going to get. I don't know what the coach was doing. He took out two strikers when they needed a goal. Yes, they did get a unlucky red card in the game that kind of dropped their momentum down, but they're never taking out Pulisic. They should never taken Jimenez out. Even though you're down a man, you need a goal. You need to put in your strikers in there. So I don't know what they were doing. Torino, AC Milan, just because of the fact that AC Milan is away, they have a lot of firepower. I like the goals over goals. Give me both to score. Torino, AC Milan. Then we get Inter Milan versus Genoa. Inter Milan team total. Inter Milan money line piece at minus 345. That'll do it for Italy Serie A Saturday. Takes us to La Liga Spain. Alaves versus Espanyol is the first game for Saturday. First game for Saturday. Alaves coming up a 3-3 draw. Espanyol 1-1. You know what, guys? Give me both to score. Give me goals in Alaves, Espanyol. Rayo Vallecano versus Villarreal. I'm also going to go with both to score over goals. Rayo Vallecano just had a game versus Barcelona where they got robbed. A couple penalties they should have had. They scored a goal. They took it away. It was a bad call. I get it, but it's just a bad call there. Should have been 1-1. Rayo Vallecano, Villarreal, both to score over goals. Valencia, Atletico Madrid. Valencia, Atletico Madrid. Valencia 1-1 their last game. Atletico Madrid 1-1. Atletico Madrid is away. Atletico Madrid should win this game. I think Valencia could get one goal too. Give me Atletico Madrid money line with a over here, over goals, possible both to score. Las Palmas, Barcelona. Barcelona coming up barely off of a 1-0 win. Should dominate Las Palmas here, guys. Easy game for them. Now Barcelona with the win here could separate themselves. We're talking about a tight race in the top of the league. Barcelona 51 points, Real Madrid 51 points, Atletico Madrid 50 points. So all these teams are looking for a win. Atletico Madrid is minus 109. Now it's just seeing the numbers of where they're at positions. Give me Atletico Madrid money line minus 109. They're going to get the win even though they're away. Atletico Madrid money line. Barcelona minus 400 team total first half. Give it all to me versus Las Palmas. Las Palmas coming off a 3-0 loss to Mallorca. If Mallorca could score 3 goals on Las Palmas, Barcelona could score 5. Barcelona minus 400, easy parlay piece with something else. All right. What else do we got for? Oh, good old Premier League, guys. Premier League for Saturday. Everton versus Manchester United. Manchester United is just awful. They can't even score a goal right now, guys. If you got them both to score, they're not scoring. Both to score, they couldn't score with this Tottenham, guys. I got to go Everton. Give me Everton money line. I'm not touching the goals. I'm not touching both to score. Everton, I'm going to keep betting against Manchester United unless they show me something different. Give me Everton money line. Bournemouth versus Wolves. Give me over goals. Bournemouth, Wolves, over 2.5 goals. Arsenal, West Ham. Got to go with Arsenal money line. Arsenal team totals, they're minus 370. That's juicy. Fulham, Crystal Palace in the next game. Fulham, Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace is scoring goals. So is Fulham. They're not conceding. They're not scoring too many goals. But give me Fulham, Crystal Palace, both to score. Ipswich versus Tottenham, guys. Whew, Tottenham, you never know what you're going to get with them. They're not being involved in games with a lot of goals. Ipswich is coming off a 1-1 draw. Last time these two faced each other was 1-2. I think Ipswich can get a goal. Give me both to score. Ipswich, Tottenham. Southampton, Brighton, guys. Give me Brighton money line. Aston Villa, Chelsea. Both to score, guys. Both to score. Aston Villa versus Chelsea. Bundesliga, our favorite league, a favorite league of Saturday. Wolfsburg versus Bochum. Give me Wolfsburg money line. Mine's St. Pauli. In the next game. Mine's 2-0 win. St. Pauli 0 win. 0 Mainz. This one's going to be easy, guys. Give me Mainz money line minus 122. Mönchengladbach versus Augsburg. Give me Mönchengladbach over. Actually, Mönchengladbach money line. Borussia Mönchengladbach money line minus 120. Holstein Kiel, Bayer Leverkusen money line. Possible goals there. Dortmund, Union Berlin. You know what, guys? I think we're going to see a both to score here. Dortmund versus Union Berlin. Possible goals. Mexican Soccer League, Juarez versus Toluca for Saturday night. Juarez has been scoring at least 1 goal in 3 of the last 4 games. Toluca has been scoring and conceding. They have had both to score in 4 of the last 5. Give me both to score in Juarez versus Toluca. Monterrey versus San Luis. Give me over goals in Monterrey versus San Luis. The edge to Monterrey to get the win. Leon versus Tigres. Give me over goals, both to score. Leon, Tigres. Chivas, Pachuca. We're going to go with another both to score there. The Capital Derby, Club America versus Pumas. Give me Club America money line. Club America money line. All right, guys. It's time for our parlay for Saturday. I might give you 2 because Friday's a little tricky. Parlay for Saturday. Right, all right. We have some juicy ones, so let's mix up a couple of them. A couple of grandma parlays. For Saturday. We're going to go with Barcelona money line. And Inter Milan money line. Let's see how juicy that is. Inter Milan minus 300. Barcelona minus 400, depending on the book. Let's see here. And if you want to combine one more that we had to make it a little bit easier, is throwing in Bayer Leverkusen, guys. Bayer Leverkusen. Let's do that. It's going to be a three team grandma parlay. Bayer Leverkusen minus 400, Barcelona minus 400, and Inter Milan minus 300, guys. Put all three together. That's going to be your Saturday parlay of the day. Before we go on to Sunday, there people do ask me about Sunday's Australian Soccer League because sometimes I do skip it. Okay. Saturday night, first game, Melbourne Victory versus Melbourne City. The Derby, we're going to go with both to score. Melbourne Victory versus Melbourne City. Perth Glory versus Sydney in the second game for Saturday. Sydney has been conceding a lot of goals. Melbourne City Victory, Sydney. So we're going to go over goals here, guys. Perth Glory versus Sydney, over goals. Western United, Adelaide, give me both to score. Western United versus Adelaide, guys. Just had to throw in those picks for Saturday night, Australian Soccer League. That takes us to Sunday. Sunday soccer action, guys. MLS, we do have Portland Timbers versus Vancouver Whitecaps for Sunday. That's going to be, most of the games are going to be on Saturday. But like I said, I don't have any official picks for Sunday for MLS. But there is a big game, guys, in Sunday soccer action. San Diego FC. San Diego, one of my favorite cities, guys. I spent 18 years there. That's where I went to college. I fell in love with San Diego. Great food, great beaches. You name it, San Diego's got it. San Diego now has a soccer team, San Diego FC, and they're taking on the defending champions, Los Angeles Galaxy, guys. This game's going to be good. This game's going to have fireworks. We will have a VIP play for this game. I'm not going to give it out here, guys. Just know that LA Galaxy, San Diego FC is going to be a big game. It's going to be in Los Angeles. Actually, you know what? I think it's going to be in San Diego. Hold on a second. No, it's going to be in LA. But it's going to be the first game for San Diego, the expansion club. They have some good players. Let's see. Let me tell you something about San Diego FC. Let me look at the roster. Strikers. Irving Lozano is the main guy they picked up. Irving Lozano. They do have Thomas Angel, who I think came from LAFC. Forward Alex Mighton from England. Just Boateng is coming though from one of the other teams in the MLS. Just some names here. Of course, LA Galaxy is a defending champion, so you got to keep that in mind, guys. But this should be a very good game. So keep that in mind. MLS soccer action is back. We will have a play there. Moving on to Sunday soccer action, Newcastle versus Nottingham Forest, guys. Current standings there. Nottingham Forest 3rd place, Newcastle 7th place. The last game for Newcastle was a 4-0 loss to Man City. They have been scoring some goals. Forest lost 1-2 to Fulham. Forest did beat Brighton, though, 7-0. I do like both to score here. I do like over goals. Newcastle versus Nottingham Forest. Manchester City, Liverpool. Manchester City coming off an embarrassing game. Holland's not 100%. Liverpool should be a big game, guys. Fireworks in this game. Manchester City, Liverpool should see a boat to score. I do give the edge to Liverpool, though. They're the team to beat right now in the England Premier League. Manchester City has some injuries. They're not playing that great. Liverpool's in 1st place, 61 points. Manchester City, 4th place, 44 points. Way behind these guys right now. Liverpool, though, is coming off some bad games themselves, though. So They could lose to Manchester City. You never know. Last time they faced off, Liverpool won 2-0. Give me both to score. Manchester City versus Liverpool. Two teams that are not playing so well right now, but one team is a clear head in the lead standings. Takes us to France for Sunday. Nantes versus Lens, both to score. Le Havre versus Toulouse. Give me Toulouse money line. Strasbourg versus Brest. Give me both to score. Give me over goals. OG Nice. Montpellier. Give me OG Nice money line. PSG. Lyon. PSG versus Lyon. Lyon. PSG first place. Lyon sixth place. Last few games, Lyon 4-1. They've been scoring goals. They've been conceding goals, guys. PSG's been our moneymaker. Give me over goals, over total, and give me PSG money line. Serie A for Sunday, Como Napoli. Napoli's plus 122 versus Como, guys. That's fishy. Give me both to score. Como getting a goal. Hellas Verona, Fiorentina. Give me Fiorentina money line. Atalanta, Empoli. Give me Atalanta money line. Cagliari, Juventus. Give me Juventus money line. La Liga Spain, Atletico Bilbao, Real Valladolid. Give me Atletico Bilbao team total. Their money line is super huge. It's minus 588. Real Madrid versus Girona. Real Madrid coming off a big win over Manchester City. They're minus 345 favorites. They don't have to win by a lot of goals. They're going to win. Give me Real Madrid money line. Getafe, Real Betis. Give me both to score. Getafe, Real Betis. Real Sociedad, Leganes. Give me Real Sociedad money line. Money line, money line. And that leaves us with Bundesliga for Sunday. Bayern Munich versus Eintracht Frankfurt, guys. We're going to get some goals there, over goals. Bayern Munich with the win. Hoffenheim, Stuttgart, both to score. Leipzig versus Heidenheim. Give me Leipzig money line as a parlay piece. Parlay piece there. Parlay piece. I think that does it, guys, for our Sunday soccer action. Now time for Sunday's parlay of the day. It's parlay of the day, guys. We're going to keep it simple. Give me over Bayern Munich, over Bayern Munich versus Eintracht Frankfurt, over 2.5. And give me over in Newcastle versus Nottingham Forest, over 2.5, guys. That'll do it for your Sunday parlay action, guys. I just want to thank everybody for all your support, guys. Appreciate you guys. Most of you guys are in the VIP already, so appreciate that. Subscribe, like, comment. Thank you for support with the Instagram reels. When you guys like and comment on those and share them, put them on your story. That's free. It doesn't cost anything. And I appreciate when you guys do that. So like I said, guys, when it comes to sports gambling, there's going to be bad days. There's going to be days when we don't get the bounce, or when, just like the Club America game, we had the over 2.5. They took away this goal that would have put us over. It was offsides by like an inch. The goalkeeper for America had two crazy saves. I mean, these balls were going in. He with the fingertip knocked it out, guys, twice. There's multiple opportunities for that win. It just didn't happen, guys. The over 2.5 should have hit. It didn't. We move on. Things like that happen, guys, when it comes to sports gambling, guys. There's guys out there doing deceptive marketing to get you into their programs. They're making you think you're going to become a millionaire with their picks, and it's not the case. They'll give you offers of, we're going to go 6-0 today, guaranteed. If we don't go 6-0, you get the week off. You're basically paying for the week, guys. Majority of these fools out there that are selling you picks are used car salesmen. tactics. They give you big discounts, 70% off right now. And it's still like $500 a month. Come on, that's not a discount. You're crazy. It's just marketing to reel you in, guys. There's a lot of young kids that are getting started with this, and they're just flashing fake tickets. You just never know what's out there, guys. So be cautious. Don't fall for the traps. I've been doing this for a long time. I will continue to give free plays on my free Telegram day in, day out. So I appreciate the support. It's fun. I like crunching numbers. I like doing this, and I've gotten really good at it. So I appreciate your guys' support and everything that you guys do, the support that you give me, and just join the VIP, guys. Test it out. It's cheap right now for the end of the month. Get on board and see what it's all about. Once again, guys, let's rock and roll into this weekend. Good luck. Take some of these leans, parlay them together, and get some victories, guys. We're excited. Oh yeah, baseball season's coming up, guys. Everybody's going to tell you that their best sport is baseball, that they crush it, that they can't wait till baseball is here, guys. It's just another sales tactic. These same guys were saying that NFL was their best sport, that NBA is their best sport, man. It just gets old. So you will be hearing a lot of that. Oh, Major League Baseball is my number one sport. We kill it every year. And then you get into it and you pay all this money, and then you just realize, like, hey, dude, this guy was just pulling my chain. He got me now. And we're taking the Dodgers every day, guys. The Dodgers -1.5, or the Yankees money line with the Dodgers. Come on now, guys. Be smart. It's your hard-earned money, so use it wisely and be patient. And just remember, never bet money you can't afford to lose. Be smart. Don't overbet, and don't bet too many parlays. Straight bets is where it's at. And good luck, guys. Thanks again for your support. Signing off. Let's go.
Tune into On the Pitch with Tijuana. Sorry, 1 second. Tune into On the... What was I saying?
We'll do it live!
With Tijuana, oh my God. I give up. Raf, Soccer Goat, Picks. Okay, time to focus. Because here he is, the GOAT of soccer picks, Tijuana Raf.